Hello everyone. Today we will go through a retrospective analysis of research methodologies in economics. Economics as a discipline has evolved over centuries, and so have the methods used to analyze economic phenomena. From classical theories to modern econometrics, research methodologies have shaped the way we understand economies, markets, and policymaking. But how have these methodologies changed over time? And what lessons can we learn from past research? In this video, we take a retrospective look at research methodologies in economics and their impact on economic thought. At first, let's take a look at the sketch of a few pioneers in economics. Economic research in the 18th and 19th century was largely theoretical. Scholars like Adam Smith and Karl Marx used deductive reasoning to develop economic principles without data-driven analysis. Their methodologies relied on logic, philosophy, and real-world observations. Let's take a look at the classical and early economic research. Early economics was mostly theory driven and qualitative, and most of those research used to apply logical reasoning. For example, we see Adam Smith's The Wealth of Nations or Marxist economics or Keynesian revolution in 1936. Then the rise of quantitative and statistical methods appeared. With the 20th century came the need for more empirical research. Economists started using statistics to validate theories. This shift led to the rise of econometrics, pioneered by Ragnar Frisch and Jan Tinbergen, who formalized economic modeling. As we see in the text, the 20th century was mostly data driven, quantitative, and statistical modeling in terms of economic research. The rise of data driven economics were there, and we've experienced the introduction of GDP and national accounts. The birth of econometrics also happened then. Let's now move on to the next period of our retrospective analysis, the digital age and big data in economics. Today, the field of economics is heavily influenced by big data, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. Researchers now analyze massive datasets using computational tools to identify patterns and predict economic trends. Let's see how modern economics, things like AI, big data, and real time analytics work. Here we see behavioral economics integrates psychology into economic models. How does this work? The question is up for you. And machine learning and AI is being used in economic forecasting. Also, real-time data collection tools like Google Trends, social media analysis is playing a key role nowadays. Moreover, there are experimental and randomized control traits. To be more precise, it's called RCT. in development economics. However, every cloud has a silver lining. At the same time, everything has its drawbacks. So, when we come to our next part, we see there are many challenges and ethical considerations in economic research. While research methodologies have improved, they also present new challenges. Things like data privacy, biases in AI driven models, and the reproducibility crisis in economic research remain hot topics. Let's see what are the ethical concerns. Well, a economic research has issues of replicability. One research can be made replicated multiple times. Also, those methodologies should be transparent and open access. Data should be there. To provide an excellent example of importance of open access data and transparent methodologies can be the Thomas Piketty's Capital in 21st century. What happened then? Thomas Piketty, a French economist, studied historical wealth and income inequality trends. Instead of keeping his datasets private, he made it open access, allowing other researchers to verify his findings and build upon them. Why it matters? His research influenced global discussions on wealth distribution, taxation, and economic policy. Other economists could replicate and critique his findings, improving the robustness of economic studies. Open data allowed policymakers and scholars to make evidence based decisions regarding taxation and inequalities. So, we see that open access data can be very helpful for other researchers and for the overall study and research. Well, we are almost to the end of this video. What are our lessons from the past and future directions? And what are our future directions? Looking back, we see how economic research has transformed from theoretical models to data driven insights. We have first seen that the theoretical economists, the pioneer in economics, to, used to use qualitative models and logical reasoning. Then the research methods and methodologies were transformed into quantitative method and and bringing up econometric model. Then nowadays we are watching an AI revolution. We are experiencing tools like machine learning and so on in economics. What are our lessons from the past? As the methodologies evolve, it's crucial to balance quantitative precision with real-world relevance. Moving forward, in these interdisciplinary approaches, AI integration and ethical consideration will shape the future of economic research. And that's wrap up our retrospective analysis of research methodologies in economics. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on economics and research trends. See you in the next one. Thank you, everyone. for being here with me so long. And if you have any insights, you can comment below. I will be happy to read your comment and reply whenever possible. Thank you.